Welcome to Proudly Said, bold voices and real stories. I'm John Highland, Scouse, queer, and still trying to make sense of it all. This space is for the stuff we don't always say out loud, but probably should. Let's get into it.
Theo.
So this is what we're going to get through this entire episode. We're back in my place, and Theo just can't decide where he wants to play. You're not going to sit in my lap. You can sit there.
That's wrong. In
Thank
between.
you.
You're in the middle.
How do you feel about that? So thank you for coming back to another episode of Proudly Said. We're back in. You know what? I'm actually quite happy with the setup in the house now. I've decided I'm going to start filming some things in the house as a last minute resort. But today I am joined by, I don't even know how to describe you, trans activist,
Jack of all trades.
jack of all trades, can't sit still.
Best twink in the city.
So I'm here with the fabulous Tyler, who is like Cher and only has one name.
Well, I don't. My full first name is Tyler Augustin, actually.
Tyler Augustin.
Yeah, it's double barreled.
Okay.
Jason myself. Shot carrier.
How many people know that? Because it's not anything that you post publicly.
People that have me on Discord.
Okay.
People. Yeah, that's about it. And
Discord.
people that have seen my Depot. That's probably about it.
What?
Depot.
Oh.
They spoke to me drunk and I like to sound like I'm something special. So I'm like, yeah, my name is actually Tyler Augustin.
So let me just start there then. In the process of, obviously we've highlighted that, you know, you're a trans man.
Yeah.
Very proud one at that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No, mate.
Unless you're fighting off the chasers.
Yeah.
Which you regularly talk about on your Instagram story.
I love my chasers. They really keep me entertained, to be honest.
We'll get onto that in a sec, but I'm curious because obviously at the moment our transgender community is being massively like targeted and attacked and vilified in society right now because the world's a crock of shite and it's on fire. When you like, you know, when did you like kind of understand that you were trans?
Genuinely, and this is going to sound really, really cliche, so I'm so sorry, but when I think about it, my whole life I just did, there was no word for it. So like, when I was younger, everything was boy.
Yeah.
Like, I associated with lads. I played football with the lads. Like, there was no girls on the team. I was with those lads. And I was absolutely smashing them all over that pitch. Every game I played, I always wanted to be the lad. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be the dad, me.
The dad?
Yeah, I was always like the dad or the brother. It was like, do you want to be the mum to that? I'd be like, no.
No, I
I'd be
don't.
like, what do you mean? And then just as I got older, and because I'm the generation of trans people that social media was a very big influence on my transition.
Okay.
It was then that I had a word and I was like, oh,
that's what this is.
it's like, oh, there's a word for that. And at the time, it was so different to how being trans is like perceived in the media now.
What do you mean?
Because so the internet in like
It's a fun but horrible place.
It's a fun but horrible place. It always has been,
Yeah.
and it's always been so dangerous. But there's types of people, like trans people, that I was like going to, because you just genuinely just put trans into YouTube and you just hope and what came up was okay. And then the people that I started following were very interesting people and had very interesting views.
Of course.
And then you go down like this rabbit hole of meeting other trans people, but online. So you just end up chronically online and you're living your whole transition online.
It's interesting because I think like I look at it from obviously being a gay man perspective, and when I was younger doing the whole YouTube thing, it was the exact same kind of thing. It's like I don't know anybody who's in this same journey as me, so let's go on Tinterwebs and find it.
Let's just find what.
Let's just find it.
Let's find something, which I did, and then that made the early years of my transition very interesting. But then as I started going outside
and touching grass
and breathing fresh air, I actually realised that being trans isn't what the internet paints it to be, and there's actually a lot more to it and a lot more people.
What do you mean doesn't paint it out to be? So what did you when you were
like? There's such. I think online it's kind of very just one track. Like, this is how it should be. It's either that way or no way.
Right. Okay.
But then once you go outside and you realize there are other types of people,
It's a
and
spectrum.
and your whole personality isn't just the fact that you are transgender.
Your personality isn't trans.
No, that's just who you are, and then you actually have a personality. Once you get out of the personality, my personality is I'm trans mindset, then you start to evolve as a human being.
Okay. So as part of that process, like, in terms of like initially socially transition, and like you pick your own name. Where did that process come from? Because I think a lot of people, it's like, I don't mean this in a way, but like lots of people are always interested by like drag names and like where did the influence come from? But obviously that's a stage name essentially. When is this is your name?
Yeah. So my dead name is very close to my current name, and I did it mainly for ease out of everything, because everyone calls me Ty. So I was just like, I'll just make the word a lot easier. And also, I like Tyler the Creator, so I kind of
I was inspired.
And I was just like, what name fits? But the weird thing is, because most people know me as Ty, and now Tyler, now that I've changed my social media, a lot of people assume that my name's Tyrone because
really?
Yeah, because I'm black. So people are like, what's your name? And I'm like, Ty. And they're like, what's that short for? And I'm like, guess. And they go, Tyrone, Tyrese. And I'm like, Tyler. And they're like, oh.
Okay, so we've just been stereotyped.
Yeah. Basically.
You've been racially profiled.
I get profiled.
Oh my God.
That's why I don't ask that question anymore. So yeah, my name's Tyler.
Why Augustin?
French, innit?
Is that literally it? It's like, I want a bit of class.
Well, yeah. So originally, funnily enough, it was Levi, literally from the start of my transition up until about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And then the reason it was Levi was because I liked anime. Typical trans man. I liked anime. And then I was like, I don't like this. It doesn't fit. I need to change it.
Yeah.
I was going through like Google looking at names, and I was just like, Augustin sounds nice, and I've got family that live in France and I speak French, so it's okay.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. And then I just put a hyphen in between to make myself sound a bit better.
It does roll off the tongue very nicely.
Tyler
Augustin.
Yeah. Yeah. I did it for a reason.
So did you, when you like, obviously you learnt about what this is that you were feeling, and you were, and you were on the internet, then went outside, when did that then start translating into like activism? When did you decide to get into I want to be part of the community and support it and fight for it, which some would say is just by living it, but in that active sense of the word? Sorry, that was very deep.
I was gonna say it, like, I don't know, to be honest, because I feel like the people that I met when I initially came into the community were all activists anyway, so I kind of just ended up being an activist. And as my mum says, I have a very big mouth and I like to use it. So I've always used the opportunity that I can talk so much to just have a gob and gob off for whatever it may be. So yeah, I just ended up meeting loads of people, and then they started going to like protests, and I was like, I'll go to a protest. I was like, I'll go.
I'll make a black card.
And then I went online, Googled it, and then was like, I actually want to do something because I'm bored.
Because I'm bored.
I was like, because I'm bored and I want to help the other people out.
So you fell into it because you wanted something to do.
Well, yeah, once I realised that there was a market for it, a window. Yeah.
I heard that
I didn't know.
I did hope that actually then became of, I actually want to help and change things.
Well, yeah, no, it was from the get-go, because like, ask anyone, I'm like, the one thing that I am is very, very protective when I need to be. I love helping people. I always have loved helping people. Like, I'll do anything that I can for anyone. So I think once I realised that, like, oh, this community is actually normal and all right, and like, they actually have personalities, and oh, I can do something with this and go and help other people. I think the longer that I transitioned and the more I had knowledge, then I started doing it.
Right, I get you. And then how did that translate into going from attending protests to organising protests, as well as every other thing that you are trying to get involved in?
Just being a big gob. I just went to events, started networking and talking to people. Then people just started putting ideas in my head. They were like, Ty, you should do this. And I'm like, should I? And I'd go home and I'd be like, should I? And I'd Google it and I'd be like, maybe.
Google's your best mate, innit?
Yeah. and then I'd put it off for a bit, and then I'd sit there, and then one day, I think genuinely one day it just clicked, and I was like, do you know what? I want to do something. I was like, I'll just do it, because if I don't, then when?
I think that's an interesting thing, because I think that is part of the reason why things do or don't get done. There's a lot of talking and not a lot of doing, and it just takes that little spark to do.
People like meetings for some reason. People like having meetings and not actually actioning anything from the meeting. It's like, let's have a meeting. It's like, cool, I'm going to sit for an hour on Zoom and talk, mainly not about what we're meant to be talking about. And nothing gets done. Yeah, we'll have a little gossip for 20 minutes, talk about what we're actually meant to talk about for 10 minutes, and then have a gossip about what we're doing after the meeting. So you never really have a meeting.
No, it sounds really interesting, because it sounds very familiar. Because I'm very much in that same vibe of like, if you want something to do, and just fucking do it. Just do it. Stop chatting shit.
Like, what's stopping you? What's actually stopping you? Half the time I'll sit there and I'll be like, what is stopping me? Because there's nothing stopping.
Well, that's it. I think for me, half the shit that I've done is just because, you know what, I'm just going to fucking do it. And it's resulted in something. Either it's, Viv's vigil, whether it's this podcast, just like, you get an idea, just do it. And you've got your own like groups and social profiles and stuff that you're doing, so like just talk us through some of them and like what they are and what.
So I got Crack Mirror Collective. That's my baby. It's my baby. That was not what kicked it off, because I did a lot of other things years ago, but it was like my project. And I shouldn't really say it's my project, because I do say it's everyone's project, but I did give birth to it. Yeah, I carried it, and
it can
put it in fruition. So I like to say
collective, but it can still needs like you put the engine, the wheels in motion. That's what I was trying to say.
The engine. I am the engine.
Yeah.
So the Crack Mirror Collective it's a lot of things. People ask me what it is, and I'm like, what isn't it at this point? We help trans people with whatever they need. So whether that's access and HRT, access and gender affirming care, signposting them to socials and events that they can go to. There's we do a lot of things, and a lot of it is just me sat behind my computer, making a lot of emails to people that are probably sick of me. But no, I do love it, and it gives me something to do, because I know that I'm helping people.
So that's what it is mostly. It's an online resource, like
it's an online resource. It's a hub, and then we have a group chat on WhatsApp that we all chat in. And it's mainly me being like, come to Sonic Youth Fair.
It's not even a WhatsApp group; it's a broadcast channel.
It's just a broadcast channel of me going, "Hi guys, so I know I haven't spoke to you in 2 weeks, but this is coming up."
Be there.
Yeah, be there or be square, basically. But yeah, we do everything. Help everyone. The trans people, but everyone who's trans, under the umbrella, But so what are you wanting to come of that? Like, because obviously I feel what's really interesting at the minute in our community, like the wider LGBTQ plus community, is there's lots of little groups popping up, which is fabulous for different like niches and interests and stuff. But then are we kind of segmenting ourselves a little bit? Like, what's the intent? What's the future thing, or what you want that to be? It's to work with people, because that's my issue at the moment with this community, is that people aren't talking. We're not talking as a community, and people are making groups and then wondering why they're not doing well. That's not shade on any group, by the way. That is literally just that we've had the same issue with the collective, where because there's so much happening and so many people trying to do things, it's kind of diluting your audience a bit. Because it's like, if I've got that group and then you've got other groups and then you've got another group comes up, and it's like, this is for trans people, and we go and do chess, then you're taking, and then we have to try and coordinate what days everyone's doing, because then I have a big problem with my calendar at the minute of double booking, because everyone wants to do events on the same Friday. And like, especially with the raving scene, which I'll probably talk about as well, because I'm a big raver, as everyone knows. There's a lot of queer raves coming up, which is great, but they're all on the same Friday, and it's like, I can't be at 4 raves at the same time when all my friends are on the decks, and it's like, I have to choose one, and like, no.
But are they in different cities?
No, they'll all be in Liverpool in different venues.
What?
They'll all be in different venues. So like, we are, as a community, diluting our audience massively by not coming together, which the Trans Council has been doing. Okay. Which is one that Safe Space Merseyside do, that's coordinated by other organisations. We all come together and we talk about what we're doing, so people know what's going on, and we can work together rather than all just working on our own and then being like, here's an event, and then all of a sudden here's another event, and then we're all like, but now my event's gonna have 2 people.
So how Trans Council?
Yeah.
How often does that meet? And is that literally what it was set up to be, like a bit of a working group of like, we're all doing similar stuff? How do we work together? How do we coordinate? How do we collaborate more?
Yeah, so Trans Council's once a month. It's in Duz, which is in town. And we literally just get together and talk about what we're doing. We talk about what the community needs, what we need to, like, certain things that we need to target as organisations to ensure that we're covering everyone and making sure that everyone is having a gay old time, as one may say.
Gay old time.
Yeah.
I love that. And on gay old times, yeah, you just mentioned then, yeah, you're a bit of a raver. How... See, that's not my scene at all in the slightest.
You've told me many times.
How do you realise I love being in a warehouse, blasting my head off like... Boo, doo, doo. How do you realise that's your thing? I'm curious. No disrespect. I'm just curious.
Autism. Yeah.
What?
Neurodivergent.
I was going to say, should that's like sensory overload?
So, right, for me personally, I am very, very particular in what raves I like, which is why I will tell everyone you don't see me at most queer raves because I don't like a lot of the music that they play at queer raves.
Okay.
I like music that tickles my brain, is what I like to say. I like music that kind of itches my brain and I can feel it.
And
I'm very
what music is that?
I mean, it's hard to describe it. Like, so it's called like, so there's jungle. You might have it. It's like that's a bit like reggae.
Okay.
And then there's drum and bass, which is a bit more oons. That's probably what you're thinking of when you think of like.
Yeah, I think rave. I think something that's just going.
And like lots of, and I say it. Well, a lot of people say it sounds wobbly. Like it sounds like.
Okay, I get you.
And then I also listen to very fast music. So very, very, very fast music, like 180 BPM plus.
Okay, so your like heart is racing whilst that bass is.
My heart is usually racing anyway. But yeah, no, but I listen to it in my own time as well. So even when I'm like sober and not at the rave, which I'm partially sober now anyway, which is another thing. But I do still listen to it because it tickles my brain.
Is that your concentration music?
Yeah, it's what what I was washing the dishes to before I came here.
Wow.
Yeah, on my laptop. And it was very loud because MacBook sounds are great.
Oh, they are.
Like
very aware of that.
Speakers on them are great.
That's interesting. So like my concentration music is usually like movie soundtracks. For
well,
like epic
see,
shit.
The thing is, I'm a raver, but my music taste is genuinely the wildest music taste you'll ever meet. Like I could go from Madonna. I was listening to Madonna on the way here. Was listening to rave music while I was washing the dishes. I was listening to the Hamilton soundtrack while I was showering.
I love the Hamilton soundtrack.
And then I was sleeping to like jazz. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting jazz to come out following that.
I frequent jazz clubs in Liverpool.
Do you?
Yeah. Simone's, shout out.
I mean, oh yeah, Simone's is cool. It's expensive. But it's a very camp, cute.
She's camp. She's cute. It's all vinyl. I like my vinyls. I got a Madonna vinyl yesterday. You wouldn't see them at story. Did you not? Like a prayer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
On a silver pressing.
I did. I mean, stuff like that. I'm like, oh, cute.
Thanks a lot. I put so much time and energy into my stories.
I know, you fucking close friends one. Jesus Christ. It's nothing rude or anything like that. It's just
exposing me online.
It's your internal thoughts that are no longer internal. That's what your close friends story
well,
is.
yeah, because now that like I have quite a clear mind most of the time, I realise that I have a lot of internal thoughts. They're very loud.
So let's get them out on Instagram stories.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because lots of you are interested. Yeah.
So we mentioned at the start, right? Okay. I'm going to go on to the chaser conversation. We mentioned at the start, so you're quite vocal about your romance life, shall we say?
Yeah. It's very, very, very dire, but very interesting at the same time.
So do you, and like, I'm just going to be very like upfront and tell me if I'm being really ignorant by saying it. Like, do you find like, not difficulty, but challenges and obstacles being a trans man in the dating scene?
100%.
Yeah.
I think any trans man that says that they don't struggle is lying to either themselves or everyone else to sound good. Because literally from the get-go, like, people don't realise a lot of the time that I'm trans. which is a blessing and a curse. Because like as much as I'm not passing for other people, it is also good that I'm passing because it means that I know that I'm doing well.
Yeah, I'm sure that's very affirming.
Yeah, it's very affirming. I know I'm doing well for myself. You know, I know I'm like, I put a lot of effort into the way that I look for that reason, so at least I know it's paying off. But in terms of like the dating scene, obviously, a lot of people know I like to frequent absolutely everywhere, not just the raves. I'm like in town practically every week. And with that comes a lot of men, a lot of chasers. And I'm obviously like a gazelle gallivanting through Superstar Boudoir.
Yes,
on
you
a
are.
Saturday.
I've witnessed that.
Absolutely brooking my back off to S&M by Rihanna because I've just begged Katona to put it on for me. But yeah, I get a lot of like a lot of the like older, really like seedy men tend to go for me because they just think I'm a twink. Which
I mean, you are.
Well, yeah, but I'm not just a twink. There's
and
more,
not just
there's more to me than
like
just
my personality is not just trans, it's not just twink.
No.
Nor is it trans twink.
No, even though that's what my granda says.
Is it really?
Yeah, it says trans twink. You know when it says like it asks you like what you are, like what tribes you are. Yeah, it says trans twink in that order.
Brilliant.
But yeah, so I get a lot of older men. I also get a lot of like Johnheads.
What?
I knew that would not translate.
Mostly because you said my name. I was like, what?
Jesus Christ.
What?
Like,
what's a Johnhead? Thank you very much.
It's a term that's been around for a very long time. Like,
okay.
Like scallies. That's the word I'm looking for.
The fuck does Johnhead mean?
Like a scally.
Oh, okay.
Just another word for a scally, I'm sure. Unless someone is probably going to message me after this and say that you do not know what a Johnhead is. You're such a fake poser. You never sat on court ever. You never sat in gardens ever. I did. But yeah, like a scally.
Okay.
Like,
as in like they like you or you like them?
They like me.
Okay.
And they like to message me on Grindr a lot. And they like
what,
to...
the DLs?
Yeah. And they just like, they're so oblivious as well. Like some of them I do actually talk to because like you can tell the difference between malice and just straight up, you're fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like you see me as a fetish. You're not looking at a person, you're just looking at like an object.
Yeah.
So I get just a lot of them. And I don't love it. That's probably gonna sound really bad.
You love the intention.
I don't love it. The intention's great. However, don't love the intention. And I also, it's just weird. Like what? Like, I love arguing with them. They give me like a sense of
you
joy.
You also do that a lot. You put like screenshots of your Grindr conversations on your Instagram story.
My Grindr conversations where I will fully like wipe the floor with this like DL trade, and I will just post full screenshots, and then like I just get blocked. But I always screenshot like after I've messaged it, so I can like let my story know.
So I'm just curious because I think like it's interesting because like people who are a little bit like, I don't want to say ignorant, maybe just uneducated, ignorant. So people automatically think when it comes to being transgender that like, okay, you're not born in the correct body, but automatically some may assume, okay, so you're transitioning to be a boy, but you still like boys. What? I get it, but like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, a lot of people do get confused because obviously there's this whole rhetoric at the minute that trans men are just lesbians. They're just confused lesbians. They all like women. And then when I tell people it's like, no, I'm gay, they're like,
what?
Like, wait, you like men, but you transitioned anyway? And I'm like, yeah. But which also, I will talk about, did put a lot of like confusion in my head over whether I did like women.
Okay.
Which was always like a thought. Then also partially kind of pushed a certain like way of thinking on me very early in my transition because people were saying that. So I ended up a very interesting character. Yeah, I used to.
And you're not now?
I'm interested now, just in a different way. I'm not, Do
you find that like over time because like you're trying to work things out in your head? Like just the way you said, like, you were engaging with certain people and they put ideas in your head, and it's because you're trying to work stuff out that you are quite... The word susceptible sounds really bad in this context.
No, I get what you mean. No, you're kind of, you can be influenced by the way that they think. Yeah. No, I do think that has had like a massive impact on my transition just as a whole, because I am autistic. I feed off people's energies massively. I pick up a lot of things, and sometimes if my brain likes a certain characteristic in someone, I'll probably emulate it, not on purpose, just because my brain's like,
I like
oh,
that.
I could pick that up.
Yeah.
Like, that could be beneficial in my life. And then it just ends up being really toxic, and I didn't realise at first. And I'm like, oh my God.
But then you learn.
Yeah, slowly learning
We
curve.
hope you learn.
Yeah, but confused lesbian is the one that like gets me, because then I'll be like, no, I like men. Like, some people on Grindr tell me that, and I'm like, it says on my profile that I like men. Like, I literally have to put on my profiles. Well, that
I'm on Grindr, not Brenda.
But obviously there are trans women on Grindr.
This is true.
And
is true.
some cis women. Shock horror. I have found cis women on Grindr, you know.
Really? Looking for gay friends?
Yeah, looking for gay friends, and also looking for trans women.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But I do have to put on my profiles a lot that I don't like women, because I don't know, there's something about me that apparently doesn't look gay, which is really, really confusing, because I purposefully go out my way. Yeah.
Excuse that phrase. I'm sorry, that was very... What's camp about tits?
Good question. Next question.
Sorry.
I am very camp, though. Like, that's one thing that I kept. Yeah, I like to tell people I'm like Rihanna in like 2010 if she was a twink.
Okay.
Like S&M Rihanna. That's why I beg Katona for her every Saturday.
Wants to feel himself.
Yeah, I just want to feel, you know, chains and whips excite me.
Okay, we're getting too much into your...
absolutely not. They don't. They really don't.
Which is very bizarre and interesting, and it's like, I'm just like, for me, it's like I'm attracted to masculinity. And to be fair, I've been attracted to like quite femme guys, but there's still an element of masculinity around them. So like, I'm not looking at your genitalia in that respect, because if I'm attracted to you as a person,
I shouldn't really care what's going on in it.
Exactly. And
that's for later.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I can appreciate and understand where that can become an issue for people, but at the end of the day, it's like,
I just don't understand where the attraction is to penises anyway. They're awful to look at.
Some aren't.
Some aren't, no, but the 95% of them are. So like, that's why people go, oh well. Like, another thing that I'll talk about as well is the confusion around trans men, which is that people just don't actually know that we exist as a whole.
I mean, you don't, apparently.
No, we don't. And it's so weird, because the amount of people that assume I'm a trans woman on Grindr.
But this is the assumption, isn't it? Because when people hear trans men, because of the rhetoric, they hear the word trans.
They just hear trans. It doesn't matter whether you say man or woman after that. They instantly assume you are a man wanting to be a woman.
Because of what we're hearing on the media and stuff.
And then they're like, oh, so you're just a tomboy? No.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, so you're just mask. You're just mask.
You're just butch. There's nothing butch about you, mate.
Do you know, some people have told me before that I could be quite butch, and I'm like,
could be. Keyword there.
Could be. Could is the keyword.
Could, not is, yeah.
It's could. Yeah, I'm definitely not butch. I usually smell like Tom Ford. Like,
is that not butch? I would
maybe.
I'm Jean Paul.
It probably is. You what?
It's just a men's aftershave, isn't it?
What did you say, Jean Paul Gaultier?
Yeah, I wear Jean Paul Gaultier. Is Jean Paul Gaultier?
Oh, Jean Paul Gaultier with French.
Yeah.
I do speak French.
I don't.
My family are from a French-speaking country.
So okay, so just you do a lot.
I do a lot. I'm a jack of all trades, as I like to say.
You do far too much by the sounds of things.
Honestly, it keeps my brain going.
I get that. I can.
But I've had to slow down massively, because sobriety has made my brain realise that there's a lot going on in the world, and the world is very loud, and I can't do everything now.
No, you can't. It is important to like manage yourself, manage your time, prioritize. As much as everything is a fucking priority, you need to prioritize what is. I don't like talking corporate, but I did do corporate for 6 years. There's need to do and nice to do. What do you need to do? What is nice but can hold fire for a little bit? That's the easiest and simplest way to look at things. But on that, what are you hoping to do? Like, what's this is a really bizarre question to ask you, because I'm knowing your brain. What do you want Tyler moving forward to be doing and focusing on, and what do you think see the future for yourself?
I don't even know what I'm doing next week. No, I do. My calendar's very full. Honestly, I will say, as much as there's a lot going on, I am slowing down massively, and I have to because we're getting to event season, which means that I'm going to be working a lot.
Okay.
I can't have time on as much time on the collective as I'd like. The expansion of the collective is imminent. It's happening.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit more? Or
Yeah, I can actually because
Exclusive?
it's all me. So I get to call the
decide.
shots on what gets said and what doesn't, and I tell everyone anyway. Usually when I've had a drink. We're expanding the collective. We're going to be going back into socials. So for those that follow the collective from the beginning, we had a pilot social that was in my old flat. It was great. It was trans only. It was very lovely. We played games. We had a time to socialise. I went to Costco at 2 p.m. on a Sunday.
You've got a Costco card.
I'm self-employed. You can get a Costco card.
Okay, maybe I need to get one then.
Yeah, it's great. You know, you can have one of mine. I've got a spare one. And yeah, so
you're going back into
we are going back into physical socials, and it was great because some of the people afterwards told me that they'd never been to like a party like that where there was drinks, but it wasn't to get drunk.
Yeah.
Like I bought some ciders for myself. People brought their own drinks. No one went and got hammered. We all got to chill. We all got to chat. It was literally just in my living room. It was like 25 people in my house. My flatmate was not very happy with that. But everyone, like some of the people that I spoke to after that had told me that they never really socialised with other trans people. And I was like, what? Because my whole transition, I've been around trans people. Like I've always knew physical trans people from the beginning of my transition.
But I think from what you said, there was like you went looking for it. I feel like some people necessarily.
Yeah, don't. I did go searching for it, but also I'd already knew trans people in my life. They were a bit weird, don't get me wrong.
They were there.
But they existed, so I knew that they were there. But for some people, they've never met another trans person. And I was just like...
But that says a lot, though, because like I'm just conscious of the time, but that says a lot, because if we've got actual genuine trans people who have not met another trans person, and then we've got all this bullshit happening in the political sphere who haven't got a clue what a trans person experiences, because they won't have met any, because our own trans people haven't met other trans people.
No.
So like that says a lot to me.
It was massive because like I sit there all the time, and like when I go down like deep rabbit holes where I just start overthinking, I think,
God, yeah, I do that.
I think, God, there are trans people that have never met another trans person, and like I wonder where they are, like as a person, like they just sit at home. Like I spoke about this over coffee yesterday, and I literally said there are trans people sat at home, have never met another trans person, and that is terrifying to me because that leaves you with so many thoughts and so much to think about and so many confusions that you have no one else to talk to about, and that's really, really scary.
So I think that's a nice point to then close then. So like you're involved in various groups. Mm-hmm. So as a last like kind of shout out, like where can people find out more like about yourself, about the various groups that you're involved in, and ideally like where can people go for support and understanding and resource?
So you can find me everywhere.
Literally physically
everywhere. I am like, sometimes I'll be like at 3 places in one day. So my personal Instagram is ty.a.tara, TORR. You can find me in all my antics and gallivanting around Sonic Keyfair, Superstar Boudoir, and various warehouses across Liverpool and Manchester, and occasionally Leeds. You can find the stuff that I do on the Crack Mirror Collective. We also work with Safe Space Merseyside and various other groups, but Safe Space Merseyside are my main besties. For support, come to me.
Come to me.
Yeah, no, people genuinely do get signposted to me so much. You know, I get text messages pretty much daily of people being like, I know a trans person, can I send them your Instagram? And I'm like, yeah, cool, let's talk. If you want a good night out, Sonic Keyfair.
Yep.
Last Saturday of each month. Superstar Boudoir is good on a Saturday.
You go from youth there to Boudoir?
Usually, yeah. I didn't this time, but I did last time. Yeah, you'll find me on a Saturday. Only a Saturday, though. Sometimes a Friday, but it's only when Katona's in because she's the only one that listens to my requests.
It's interesting because I feel like we could talk for ages because there's so one because you fucking do so fucking much, but there's so much like that is important. But that's all we got time for. I've never said that before in an episode.
Never say that again.
I've got time.
Never stop me for a conversation because if you're in a rush, because you'll be stuck there for at least.
I've been on the phone to you.
You've been on the phone to me. You've also been held at gunpoint at Sonic Youth for while I've been like,
this is true,
yelling at you.
But no, thank you so much for coming, being on the podcast, sharing your story. How many fragments of various stories that we heard?
Yeah, I didn't even that's literally, that's not even like that didn't even touch surface.
No, and I think that's the point. Like, then people can go and find out more about yourself.
Yeah, and you can see everything that you're up to.
Literally,
it's getting interesting.
So yeah, no, thank you for checking out the podcast. Thank you for listening to Tyler, and check us out next time. You've been listening to Proudly Said. Now, if it meant something to you, why not pass it on? If it didn't, maybe it will one day. Either way, stay kind, stay loud, and stay proud.